You've heard some variation of this warning many, many times. Step away from the butter, drop the cheeseburger, and nobody gets hurt.
Or at least your heart will be healthier. But a new study raises questions about the link between saturated fat and heart disease. And Dr. Max, what does all this mean now?
Well, Christina Maurice, when a scientific study says there's not enough evidence that eating saturated fat, the kind in bacon cheeseburgers, increases heart attacks and other heart problems, you have to understand that does not mean those foods are good for you. By now, we've been trained to think of this as a heart attack on a plate, loaded with saturated fat and cholesterol that'll clog our arteries and lead to a heart attack or stroke. But the bad stuff is?
Meats, for the most part, excessive amount of meat and such.
Oh, butter is so delicious, but meat probably.
But now an analysis in the Annals of Internal Medicine of nearly 80 studies on the effect of dietary fats finds there's not enough evidence to say that eating saturated fat increases heart attacks or strokes. It also found that high consumption of polyunsaturated fats and omega-3 fatty acids, like those found in fish, nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils, may not lead to less heart disease.
This conglomerate of studies are very difficult to interpret.
Internationally renowned cardiologist and former president of the American Heart Association, Dr. Valentin Fuster, is concerned that the study will be misinterpreted.
The message can be taken as, I can eat anything I want, and there is no problem. This is over, and this is wrong.
The Heart Association agrees, saying today the paper does not invalidate the existing policies and recommendations that aim for offering sound dietary advice to healthy people. Dr. Fuster says that other better controlled studies clearly indicate the benefit of what's been called the Mediterranean diet, one rich in fish, olive oil, and fresh vegetables, with minimal amounts of butter, red meat, and other saturated animal fats. Nutritionists say a little fat keeps you satisfied.
The tendency to reach out for the sugars is less, the refined foods, the processed foods, because you're satisfied.
Now, bottom line, this is not a license to pig out on a bacon cheeseburger with a buttered bun. A little bit of that is okay. Moderation, not excess. Fish and vegetables are much better for your heart and also help prevent cancer. And full disclosure, I'm a past national board member of the Heart Association and currently serve on a national committee for the association. Maurice?
Okay, Doc, good advice. Thank you. Well.